feel the heat, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out an echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Your nirvana. I feel a way I never felt before. I finally found what I'm looking for. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away? Give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender. Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 73rd episode of FNV. FNV is short for Friday Night VTubing, and this is a show where I, your host Zarastro, interview various VTubers from all over the community. And tonight, our wonderful guest will be Yuni Nya. Yuni, please say hi, introduce yourself, and tell our listeners a fun little interesting fact about you that they might not know.
Hi, my name is Yuni Nya, and I'm a recent VTuber. One sec.
You're a what VTuber?
One sec. How do I turn on off the sound, the call? Because it's like doubling for me.
Oh wait, do you have the stream unmuted on YouTube?
Oh, that's probably why. Jesus. I'm like, where's that sound coming from?
That can throw one off.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
If you join a stream and then the whole thing's unmuted and you hear yourself doubly.
So yeah, I'm a recent VTuber. I actually started around 2021 with a very much different model, and then I somehow popped off around 2022 when I got this model, and it's been roughly 4 to 5 months now since I started, so I'm very excited. A fun fact about me, I am a mom of 3 cats.
Ooh. Type of cats.
I love animals. I also used to have a dog, but it passed away. It died of age. So, yep.
Okay. What breed was the dog, and what type of cats are they?
I have I think they're just, one of them is a Scottish Fold. The other one is a Persian cat. And the third one is a mixed breed between a Persian and something. I'm not sure what it was.
Okay. Cat breeds are difficult for me.
Yeah, they're difficult for me too.
See, dog breeds are simple. You look at the dog and you're like, okay, that's a bulldog. You look at another one, you're like, okay, that's a pug. That one's a Doberman. That one's fucking different stuff. You look at a cat and you're like, it's a cat.
No, come on. I mean,
unless it's not got hair, then it's something. Then it's different. Then you're like, okay, it's
they
an
can
Egyptian
be unique.
cat.
No, they can be really unique. It's just that, like, it's it's like you need to actually read on it, unlike like dogs, or dogs are more distinct, I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like cats, it's more because cats are more like about their fur length, about their ear shape, and that's it. Like sometimes their faces are almost all the same. So
exactly.
It's like a bit more unique when it comes to like specific characteristics within a cat's genetics. That's features. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I look at a cat and I'm like, it's a cat.
I mean, I look at the dog and it's a dog.
Okay.
Unless it's like a, what was it, a husky? And then I'm like, wait, is that a wolf? Like,
what's your favorite dog breed?
My favorite? I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I like golden retrievers. I think they're very cute.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. They can be cute.
They're like the cutest puppies, in my opinion.
The cutest puppies.
Oh, there's
what
this
about
one.
when they get bigger?
What was it? Is it a mammoth? I think. I'm not sure. It's the fluffy, very fluffy little dog with massive fur. I'm not sure if it's called a mammoth. Is it?
A Malamute.
Yeah, I think. Is it called that?
They look kind of like a husky.
It's like a, yeah, it's called a mammoth.
A mammoth.
A malamute. Oh wait, it is a malamute.
Oh, it is a malamute.
Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, I think it's that. It's very cute as well. Very fluffy.
They're a fluffier husky. From my judgment.
Yeah.
Because it looks it looks like a husky. But okay. What was the dog breed of your of the dog that you had? Was it a golden retriever?
It was a Griffon, as far as I am aware.
It was a what?
A Griffon.
I have not heard of that.
It's a French breed. Don't ask. That's all I know. That's what my vet told me.
Wait, I need a Griffon. Brussels? Griffon?
I don't know. That's what they were called. Let's see.
I have no idea what. I've never heard of one. Is it this one? Does it look like this? I'm sending it to you via DMs.
It's like, it was like a mixed breed between a Griffon and something.
Okay. That's a dog breed that I've never heard of. Not gonna lie.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah. Every day you learn something new. What's the more you know? That one. But okay, shall we?
Oh yeah, okay.
Shall we dive into our first question that we have on our list? All right. So, Yuni, first question I have for you is, what is your lore?
My lore. So it's a pretty long story because I started my lore from a very simple idea, which is, a girl and a cat chilling together. They're friends. There's not much backstory given. And then one day the girl disappears and the cat is very sad. The cat wishes upon a very, very pretty big tree that one day they're going to reunite again. And then a portal opens up and the cat jumps into the portal to transform into a cat girl. That is me. And then she decides to look for her missing friend. And that's basically the first part of the lore. And then the second part of the lore which is about my cat model, is that the cat girl is still looking for her friend. It's been many, many years. She still can't find her. She starts to lose hope, gets desperate, and then a portal appears in front of her again, and she finds the same tree. She starts preying upon it again, and flashbacks of her memories come back to where she realizes that she and the girl, like the cat in her previous form and the girl, were actually one person, and that the girl split herself in two in order to have a friend, and that girl that she was looking for was her other half, literally, like physically.
Oh shit.
And she used to be a goddess in a form of goddess of life, but she wanted to leave everything behind her and become normal, so she split herself and she placed some of her power in the tree. And then basically the other half remembers that, and she remembers that her other half decided to disappear and dissipate and leave everything behind and leave the cat behind. So then like me, the cat who grew into a human form, decides to she becomes filled with malice, etc., and like hatred to being betrayed and ditched by her other half. And there isn't much really explanation to why the other half decided to dissipate and disappear. All that is known is that these feelings of malice remain because of all the mystery. And so I attained this form, which is a corrupted form from my original form, which is more flowery and pink and cute.
This one's more dark.
Spoiler alert, that's going to be my 4.0. So my 4.0 model, it's going to be my my true form that this form got derived from. So
Oh yeah. And when's that going to be?
It's supposed to come out around August.
Okay.
Yeah, because like it's going through the rigging part, and the rigging is going to take quite a while because the model is very complicated.
Yeah, I see that. Are mutuals with one of your riggers being smooth shading?
Oh, yeah.
And I think actually possibly that's how you asked earlier how I might have found you, and I think that's possibly how through smooth by finding because I think, did he post a work in progress video on Twitter from the spinning halo, or was that someone else?
No, that's someone else. So my official rigging mama is a Lily, and she basically rigged everything from the top to bottom, kind of like everything. Smooth only rigged my my hip sway and fixed a little bit. Yeah, he fixed a little bit of my hair physics, like did the hair physics, amped it up, and he fixed a little bit on some parts of the model. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, no, then I still don't have a proper answer from where I found you. I'll remember eventually, possibly, maybe.
He did retweet a lot of my model.
Yeah, that's
show offs. So
that's possibly where.
Yeah.
But okay, no, I love the lore. The lore can take a deep dive. Or no, that's not the right word.
I mean, the thing is, it's like my upcoming lore video is going to be much more dramatic.
Okay.
Because it's gonna basically talk about why she decided to go into a more human form and split herself into two, and it's something that will probably shake the corrupted half that got very angry for being left behind. And it's like it's going to create my last form between the two, which is like it's going to be massive. Like it's going so the plans is that I'm gonna have my flowery kind of pink model debuted in August, and then
Yeah.
in 2024 it's going to be my final form.
In
And it's going to
2024.
be
All right, we're already in 2023. Fuck me.
yeah.
I was still thinking that 2024 is like 2 years
So
away.
yeah, so if I'm still alive, that is, in 2024, it's going to be my final form.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm kind of excited because there's so many ideas I want to like put together and make it work.
2024 hype, let's go.
Yeah.
But before then, August hype, let's go. But okay.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna jump one of the questions from later on onto you now that we're talking about future models and all that. Let's say this is a hypothetical. Let's say you had to rebrand. You cannot be a catgirl or continue with any of the lore you have now.
Oh.
What would you rebrand into and why?
I honestly thought about that question a lot, and I felt like I would probably rebrand as a monster, like a monster girl. I don't know, like actually a bit more disfigured,
Ooh, a bit more body horror.
Yeah, more body horror, like kind of like monsterish stuff, extra things coming out. It's like I feel like these kind of VTubers are the most interesting ones in my opinion. That's why I like seeing half human, half monster, or like models that look normal, but then they can instantly deform into a monster.
They can
It's
toggle
so
into
cool.
something else.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who's an android, and she, on her new model, she's working on a toggle that like removes all skin.
Oh shit.
So she's
That's
got a
kinda
whole
cool.
metallic underbody that'll
Holy
show up on a
shit.
toggle.
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, it's wild. She's amazing. Probably one of the best VTubers in South Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll go on to the next question on the list, and that is, what were some of the inspirations and influences behind your design? What made you choose to look how you do?
Okay, so my design started off when I was browsing Twitter and I found a few art pieces that I really liked. Mostly, it was a basic dress, like literally very basic. I commissioned that artist, and I told them that I would like to see my original model, the one that I came up with in 2021, in that dress, because I really, really loved the way it looked. It was very simple. It was like I'm not sure if I can I'm not even sure what it's called, but it was very simple, and it didn't seem like it was what's the word? Like not it's kind of difficult, but it wasn't Asian, that's for sure. It didn't belong to a certain culture. It was a very bland, basic dress.
Okay.
And then so they drew me in it and started adding a bit more things to the dress. I didn't really specifically ask for it, but they did, and it looked very, very beautiful. So the artist is Asian though, and they're Korean, if I recall. And then they added a few more stylistic features that did seem a bit Asian, like Korean specifically.
Okay.
And from there, I liked it a lot, and I told them that I think I might build my model just from that. And they were kind of excited. They're like, you know what? Like, yeah, that looks very cute. And I was like, hey, you want to be my VTuber papa? Like, you can draw my VTuber. And then, yeah, it went from there. But like,
from there you went and made the model.
He actually did not make the model. He was insanely busy and he couldn't do it because he's also a teacher, I think, at an art school.
Ooh.
And then, so I took that design and then I sent it to another designer, I think she's. The thing is, like, you could tell that my design is slightly influenced by the Asian culture, slightly, very slightly. I gave it to another artist that I liked their art for, and they also like added stuff like Asian kind of sprinkles on top of it some more. I didn't specifically ask for that. They just did it on their own. And it started looking a bit more like Korean, Japanese. But then I was like, you know what? Let's reduce some of this. Let's reduce some of that because I don't want it to be from like there when I'm not from there. Does that make sense? So like I didn't want it to be Asian flavored. So then we did. And then I took that and then I gave it to Kamo. Kamo is, I think, also Asian. She's my VTuber mama. And then I gave it to her, and then she flipped it into a dark model, which is this one. And it turned pretty like interesting because like it has a lot of elements changed. And I don't know if I can like show all of my model here because I'm supposed to be sitting, but yeah.
I mean, you could.
And basically like some of it seemed kind of like a mix of all cultures because like some of it seemed slightly more Asian flavored, but it's basically because my design mamas were all Asian.
Yeah.
And I just really loved their art rather than the components of it, if that makes sense.
Then let me ask, what were some of the inspirations behind your original, your very first model? Did you have an OC before you became a VTuber?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
I had like a normal school uniform, kind of. Not school uniform. It's like basic black skirt and it's what I wear, like a skirt and a cardigan, like a black long cardigan.
Ooh, okay.
And like a bow tie. It's something that I would wear. Like it was very, very casual. And I didn't want something casual. I wanted a dress. So this is like, you can tell it's just it's a common dress. Like it does not necessarily reflect the culture. It's just a common dress. It's just that the bow tie might give someone ideas, but it's just normal because I've seen a lot of dresses like in different regions of the world. Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what happened for why my design came out this way. It's like a continuous continuous kind of chain of events. If that makes sense. Like
yeah. It's just as things happen, things evolved. I'd say it's the same with me, where it's like initially I started with a bust up where it's just like I didn't want a cool looking jacket, open arms, because I wanted my original male model to be ripped, and then went on to the next one, went a bit more combat themed ish. It was more just like a redesign of the first one, and then we gender bent it. And now I'm here. I've got boobs, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel like that's what makes VTubing amazing, is that it's better for me. Like when I started, I went with something that represents me in real life, right? Like a bit closer to what and then I was thinking, hey, like it's a fictional character. I can like literally wear anything.
Yeah, you can change it however the fuck you want to.
I can, as long as it's like respectful.
Yeah.
And within my boundaries, I should just do it. And I did. Like, I feel like what made it the way it is though are the artists that I commissioned.
Their own personal touches.
Yeah, their own person. And considering that they had Asian backgrounds, they had to put some of it there. And I I'm not gonna be rude. I'm gonna respect it, and I really appreciate it because the overall design turned out to be really, really good. And here I am, and thankfully a lot of people do like it.
Yeah, I'm planning a redesign again in the future. My second gender bent model at some point, and I want to go a bit more cyberpunk-ish style. Like I'm using a lot of references from stuff like cyberpunk. Like, have you played it at all? Cyberpunk 2077. No. Okay, well there's this one character.
I never played.
Yeah, no, it's fine. There's this one character whose hairstyle I really fucking love, and it's basically like my hair IRL, where I wear it long and off to the side, and otherwise it's like cut short to a fade on the sides. And yeah, I basically just want that in my next model, and then some other influences from cyberpunk culture and those areas of design, neon and all that. But yeah, no, I love it.
Sounds cool. I feel like, yeah, like it should be like unique, different fantasy kinda. Like it should be like all creative kind of thinking should be going into these designs, in my opinion.
Something that you can't wear IRL. You go a bit more over the top. The more over the top you can go, the better. Although I
like
would recommend don't go too over the top, though.
Exactly. Like it shouldn't be that overcomplicated or crazy, because then it wouldn't like be unique in any way. Yeah, I agree.
Or it would be too unique.
Yep, it would be very, very unique, but then very distracting.
Yeah. But okay, next question that I have for you is, so who or what inspired you to become a VTuber? What led you down the rabbit hole and eventually becoming one yourself?
I think unironically, I wasn't watching VTubing content. It's more like I was watching some tweets about VTubing rigging. I'm okay. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get a model because I love how they're moving and how they're being rigged, and I love how like you can have an anime character for yourself. It's weird, but literally that's why I wanted to get one. Why I wanted to be a VTuber.
Okay, so you didn't even like fall down the rabbit hole. You were just like, no, I want a model. That's it. I don't know how to use it yet or anything, but I want one.
Exactly. And I said that, hey, I wanted a model. I wanted to see how it will move. I wanted to see how like it reflect my expressions. I wanted to see what I can add to it. I wanted to like be creative about it. And that was literally what made me want to get one in the first place. I did watch a few VTubers, specifically I think Shy Lily later on. And I can say like she did influence how like my drive to stream, not necessarily to get a VTuber model. And it felt like fun, like watching her do her thing felt like, yeah, one day I want to like have fun streaming as well, like talking to people, being an anime girl maybe, like I don't know. But I think that's it. Like I don't watch that many VTubers, not even like corporate ones. I don't really. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
like
when we get to the point where we're now, it's like if you once you become a VTuber, you don't have the time to watch other VTubers anymore. You've got so many things to manage.
Yeah, but also before I wasn't really a VTuber. Like,
viewer.
A dedicated VTuber fan. No,
yeah.
I was not. I just did my own thing. I'm actually quite a gamer, so I spend a lot of my time gaming. I like whatever. So I go to work, I come back from work, I have like 3-4 hours to myself. I either spend it with my family or just literally go game.
Gaming time. It's gaming time.
So, and from there, actually it's quite an important topic that I don't think many people talk about, is that, hey Yuni, like you're not necessarily a big streamer, but then how can you afford such an expensive model? Or like, why are you putting so much money in an expensive model? The answer is pretty simple, right? It's because I work a very, very hard job that requires like 9 hours a day. I don't have the time to generate money from streaming or content creation to fund this, right?
Yeah.
So whatever money I make from my real life job, I just pour it into something, a hobby that I love, and then just invest in it for the sense of fun. My investment is for fun. It's not to make my money back, because I don't need to make money back out of it. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
And like to my surprise, it's a very shocking thing to some people, where I don't understand why you're trying to invest into something that's not going to bring your money back. And my answer is just simple, right? It's I already have a source of money, and I don't have the time to like do it the conventional way of how other VTubers do it. You know, some of the corporate ones, or some of the, the big ones, like the ones in Fishojo, where they start from nothing and then suddenly they're big and they start like making a lot of money, and then they pour it back into their VTubing models. It's just I don't have the time for that. So I just, take the money I make in real life from my job, say,
Spend it
okay,
on
I can
what you
spend
love.
this much. Yeah, exactly. Spend it this much and then put it in a VTuber model, because I know a lot of my friends use that money to buy themselves, bags, like brands, like bags,
Yeah.
cars, whatever. They save up to get this stuff. And for me, like, I don't need this stuff. To me, like a very lavish bag, watch, or jewelry is not that important to me. Like, I spend most of my time, like, if I want to do VTubing, then that's good enough for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You'd
And,
rather buy a
I
piece
think
of art with that.
Yeah, exactly. And it goes to artists. The money goes back into something that I love, which is art.
Yeah.
So to me, that it's a win-win situation. And I think I started to realize that a bit later, because it started to get annoying. It's like quite annoying that people would just judge me for it without knowing anything about me. So after a while, I started thinking, yeah, this is exactly what I'm doing. And honestly, it's an overall positive thing to do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, spending money on something that you enjoy is, well, that's what you earn money for. Let's be honest. What's the point?
Yeah,
What's the point
exactly.
of just getting money and then not, or of working your arse off and then getting paid and then you're spending it on something you don't love? It's like I
Yeah.
can understand as well, like people wanting to do VTubing as a job, but the thing is, it's content creation. Content creation cannot start with the mindset of I want to do this as a job. It has to start with the mindset of I want to do this as a hobby for fun.
I think so. I guess I feel like you can't. Okay, so content creation requires a lot of patience, right? It requires,
Definitely.
like, it's a learning curve. It's a steep curve. You don't always succeed. It's very risky. It's not even stable at times. So if you're gonna start investing a shit ton of time into it, you better like it first, right? You better like it first. And
Yeah.
to me, like, if it's not a stable source of income and it's not something I can guarantee that I'm going to succeed on, I'm just going to treat it as a hobby because I don't have the time. And that's basically my thought process to why I did what I did with, starting big after like a year into VTubing, right?
Yeah, and I mean,
I
you've
figure
already spent a year on it, so I mean, fucking,
Yeah, exactly.
why not go for it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fascinated me. So yeah, so that's what inspired me. Literally, a few complicated rigs that looked really cool. I'm like, you know what? I want this. Yeah.
So if I'd started earlier, I might have been able to get you as a client. Is what you're saying.
What?
Missed opportunity.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean you could have gotten me as a client?
Yeah, under rigging.
Wait, you're a rigger?
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's cool.
See, you ask me, do I do any research about my guests? My guests never do any research about me.
I just thought you just do this for fun, like the podcasts and stuff. Or
Oh yeah,
shows
yeah,
and
no,
TV.
streaming and all that's for fun. I don't make any money from it. I'm not partnered on YouTube. I'm not making money. The only money I make is from tips, and the last tip I got was November 21st. I don't make any money from streaming. Nah, my money comes from rigging.
Yeah.
I do that shit full time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's quickly run our short little ad break. So, if you have enjoyed this episode so far, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribing, and ring the notification bell. And this episode has been brought to you by me. I do everything. So, if you want to consider supporting me, you can go check out my comms. It's available, but otherwise, no pressure. The best thing you can do is drop a like and comment something down below. Let's say, Yuni, what's a word that people should comment if they got to this point? Down below in the replies.
Something they should comment?
Yeah, give us a word.
A word?
Yeah, a random word.
Meow.
The first meow. Okay, so if you've made it this far into the episode, comment meow, and then yeah, later we'll have a different word where if you get that far, then you comment that word. that gets us 2 comments. That way you can help spread the reach of the show a tiny bit so that other people on YouTube might discover it, and then we can hold better shows. Otherwise, the show won't be able to go on. It wouldn't be possible without our wonderful guests. Make sure you go check out my wonderful guest, Yuni Nya, on Twitter and Twitch. Her links are in the description, in chat, on the show notes. And yeah, you can find her at Yuni Nya _. That is YUNINYA _. And that's going to be it. Otherwise, for everything to do with the show, fnv.cod.co, you know it by now, if you're a regular.
Well, you sound like we're gonna end the show now.
No, don't worry. That's just my halfway, my like 30 minutes in pitch, my 30 minutes in ad read to show in the future if I ever get someone who could possibly be a sponsor. It's like, see, we regularly do like 2 or 3 ad reads in the middle of the show. I'm used to doing it by now. I can put your ad here. Give me money.
Maybe when you get big enough, I guess.
Maybe eventually. That's the hope.
Yeah.
I want the show to become bigger than me. I want the show to become its own thing. But
yeah,
that's still off in the future. Let's talk about now. So, Yuni, who or what inspires you now, would you say?
Inspires me now?
Yes, any form of inspiration.
I don't have a certain VTuber that inspires me because I don't watch any that like I look up to, in a sense, where in content creation, no one really. But when it comes to models and rigging and just the concept of VTubing, there are a lot that inspire me to make a better model, to improve it, to like invest in it, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, my fascination about VTubing is more about the VTubing concept rather than actual content creation and like being famous. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good answer. Then the next question that I have for you is, why did you start making content? Like, you could have gotten a model and then, you know, just add it. Why did you choose streaming specifically?
Because I love playing games. If I didn't play games, I probably wouldn't have done all that. Because to me, like, I'm playing games. Might as well press the streaming button. I have a model. I play games. That's good enough, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, and to me, it's like, I'm happy with my 30 to 40 viewers. Like, if I grow, that's great. If I don't, that's also fine. Like, to me, it's not that important because it's not the reason why I want to do this.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's not like content creation, growing on content creation platform like Twitch or YouTube is not a major pillar for me. I don't really care. I do it because it's complementary to playing with my model, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Because I sometimes enjoy like interacting with my chat. They're funny. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're cringes. Yeah.
We all know chat can be many different things.
Yep.
Depending on the day.
Yeah.
Some days they're this, then another day they're that. But okay. Then let me ask what your preferred type of content to make. I feel like I know this answer. It should be obvious. Is it gaming?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna change it.
I just play video games. That's it. That's all my content. If you go on my YouTube, okay, sometimes I do SMR, and I have pretty heavy SMR equipment that produces one of the best qualities. But
is it the 3DO mic?
No, it's the next step.
Oh, is it the one with the whole ass head?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay. What type of ASMR do you do?
I just do like relaxing ASMR. Like, I don't do scripts, though I want to. I just don't feel like my voice isn't meant for ASMR. So I do like
no, I would argue
more like like scratchies and like ear cleaning kind of noises
Oh, that's my favorite.
and things like yeah.
That's my
'Cause
favorite. I am
'cause-
your niche.
Because I tend to listen to these and I go like
Yeah.
now like so when I do them I just like put the sound on so I can hear it privately and I
Yeah.
just try to like use it for myself whatever triggers mine and I just but it's like
who's
a lot of work.
who's your favorite ASMR channel? Since it seems like we have similar tastes. You give me yours, I'll give you mine.
I think there's one on Twitch that I really like. There's one on YouTube as well. Let me check if she's online even. But the one on Twitch that really like melts my brain. I think she has. Let me check if she's online. Oh, she's not. I just go to her channel every time I see her. Oh, it's Katrin. Her name is Katrin. That's the one on Twitch. And then
Haven't heard of her before.
yeah, she's not that big, but she does really relaxing like sounds. She's very creative.
Ooh.
What about you? Which channels do you like? Maybe I know them.
My two favorites over on YouTube are ASMR Bakery and Ting Ting ASMR. They both do like
Ting ting.
yes, Ting Ting.
I think Koromo. I've listened a lot to Koromo, if you know them. Koromo
I
Sarah.
don't know that one now. Koromo.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the right one.
Oh shit.
Oh,
what do you
oh,
have?
never mind. Okay, I now found the right one. See them. I see them. I'll keep them open and then I'll check them out later when I'm trying to sleep or something. Using
Yeah,
headphones
it's
as a
just-
mic / brain melting massage triggers for instant sleep.
Yeah.
I think I've seen their things at some point. Probably.
They're pretty popular.
Yeah, I've definitely seen their stuff around. Okay. Then the next question that I have for you is, what's a type of content that you've not gotten into that you want to? If there is any.
A type of content. I think reaction, like reacting to videos. I've done that like once or twice, but I never really got into it because I don't know how to say this. When I watch a video, I either laugh or I like have different facial expressions, but like I don't really commentate.
I feel
And
that
it's just
I would be such a bad reactor because, like, when I try to do a try not to laugh, right? I am good at trying not to laugh because most of the time, if I see something funny, the most you're gonna get out of me is a fucking just breathing through your nose audibly. That's it. I never laugh out loud when I'm watching funny videos or shit.
No, listen, I do sometimes, but like I don't like.
It's gotta be peak. It's gotta be peak fucking comedy for me to properly laugh at something like that.
Yeah, it's difficult because like even if it's not just funny videos, it's like something you want to commentate, giving your opinion, or like you want to stop the video to like give your opinion on a certain segment. I personally find that annoying, but like it's like what reactors do, like reacting movies, and I noticed that a lot of people like watching this stuff, and they like hearing opinions of their favorite
yeah, I get that too.
What do you think about that? What do you think about this video? What do you think about what this person said?
Yeah.
What do you think about this topic? And I'm like, like I should probably start doing that. I know that a lot of people hate reacting content creators because like to them it's such easy content making money.
There's a specific way to do it. Just watching the video and not saying anything, not delivering anything to the video itself. like adding onto it. That's, in my opinion, I don't like that.
Yeah, I think like if that's the thing. That's what I do. I just watch the video, either like let out a little bit of laughs,
Yeah.
or go like, "What the fuck?" You know, and it's just so boring when people watch me. They're like, "What the fuck?" But like that's something I want to get into, where I want to improve my reaction, like commentating, and know what, like, you know, timings and stuff. Because like I see a lot of Asmongold. Okay, Asmon is like peak reacting content, right? Everyone loves him for that, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Asmon or
Have you ever
Hassan,
seen?
honestly.
Yeah,
It's those
like
two.
they just
It's
like,
Asmon or Hassan.
and they're so successful at it because everyone likes what they say, how they react, their expressions, whatever, their opinion on it.
Or they absolutely hate what they say.
Exactly, or they absolutely
In terms of
hate
Hassan.
it. Yeah, Hassan.
Because if we're going to be honest, Hassan said some inflammatory shit in the past.
I mean, yeah, he has, and also because his chat seems a bit unstable. Every time someone like, I am on his stream, it's just a lot of like weird, and he like has fights with his own chat. He roasts his own chat. It's weird.
It's the best relationship. I want that kind of relationship. I want to roast my chat often. Because they roast me all the time. There's got to be a back and forth.
I don't know. I personally like, I feel I want to get into reacting, but at the same time I feel like I don't have the fortitude yet. Like I want to get a bigger audience before I try and do that.
Yeah.
Or like see if it's appealing to my current audience, because I think my current audience just enjoys hanging out when I play video games. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, currently that's also the same with me, where it's like if I start doing reactions now, well, actually, the other thing that keeps me from doing reactions over here on YouTube is you can get copyright claimed for videos. And I don't want that.
Oh yeah, if you react, right?
Yeah. So I'd rather not. But also that the thing that you mentioned now is like my audience isn't built for reaction. My audience are here for fucking story-based gameplay, basically, and like my thoughts and shit on that. Like once I finish the game and I get to the credits, my chat will usually be like, "So, what'd you think?" And then I give like a mini review. Maybe I should start making videos out of those mini reviews. After I finish a game, then be like, "Alright, it's time to record a video real quick now, live on stream," and then afterwards just upload that.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I mean, to me, it's one of the reasons why I don't stream on YouTube. I feel like I feel like if I ever get into reacting content, it's just better to do it on Twitch as well.
Yeah.
That is if I get into it. I feel like YouTube is a bit more restricting than Twitch, but it's like more rewarding, if that makes sense. Like if you do it right on YouTube. It pays
better once you actually get paid.
It pays better. You get partnered and you get paid better, etc., etc. And like your audience also grows bigger, from what I understand, because you get more exposure on YouTube. Whereas Twitch is like, I don't know. Twitch is like good, only because there's so many VTubers on it, and like VTubers on Twitch have this culture where they raid each other. That's literally why Twitch is like one of the best things about like starting on Twitch as a VTuber. But like eventually when you grow big and you start making a lot of money, it's like, okay, I need to start a YouTube channel to put my videos and VODs there, because I need to like, you know, like some of the money that I'm not getting on Twitch should at least be coming from another source. Yeah, I feel like that's what. Yeah.
And I mean, it's always wise to diversify. Have your stuff on other sites as well, which currently I'm not doing.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to have like be on multiple platforms and then do it.
But I've been considering trying to go over to Twitch as well a bit, just a bit of multi-streaming, especially recently, because growth on YouTube has been quite slow recently, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's a difficult thing, because on YouTube here, at least for me, I'm on my own. I've gotten a couple of raids because raids are a thing now, but it's still not common. Most
Yeah,
of the time, it's
and
just
I
company
think
VTubers on YouTube, and they just raid into each other.
yeah, exactly. It's like unless you're a corporate VTuber that has like gen mates or like has enablers from another corporate.
Yeah,
It's like starting as a VTuber on YouTube is very rough.
it is.
Maybe for Japanese or Asian ones, because they have like a network and there's so many Asian VTubers here on YouTube.
Yeah,
Whereas on Twitch, it's more like on the Western side or European side where
they're
there's
all
so many
on Twitch. It's like you
Yeah.
find so many more Japanese VTubers on YouTube
Yeah.
than
And then
any
you
other English-speaking people. Like when I try and find
Yeah.
someone to raid, usually there's like 3 other people, or there's like 2 or 3 Japanese-speaking VTubers for every 1 English. And then it's like, I want to raid into you, but I don't speak your language. So, yeah. That's gonna be
Yeah.
a bit more difficult.
And like when you go to Twitch and you start out, it's like it's easier to build up if you're always streaming because the algorithm helps you there. Like if you're
Yeah.
constantly streaming like every other day,
But
gets
you
recommended
only
in
go
so
on
many
Twitch
people.
when you're streaming.
Yeah.
And that's the
That's the
thing.
thing.
Because like with
And
YouTube, my stuff still sometimes, no, not sometimes, I always get at least a couple views every day on old
Yeah,
VODs
but what
and
do you
stuff.
benefit? What do you benefit? Your growth is still slow.
Yes.
So like if people if people see you on Twitch and they know you and they like your content and you're building a base there, they will eventually come on YouTube, subscribe to your YouTube and watch your videos later. So like you're still gaining viewership live and you're gonna gain viewership on your offline videos.
Yeah.
Whereas if no one watches you on YouTube when you're live and you're just hoping the algorithm of your offline videos would pick up somehow, but they don't, then you're still stuck in growth. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why people like to go to multiple platforms and increase the probability of getting like exposure.
Yeah, which is why
Specifically,
I've
TikTok
strongly
and-
considered recently starting to multi-stream on Twitch as well. Just during the week, the show I'll keep strictly on YouTube, and then everything else on YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Yep. I feel like that's a better option in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially if you're slightly small.
I just see you pulling up the little kitty, putting it on my mic.
Yeah, just inviting her to join us.
But okay, the next question that I have for you is, what do you do when you're not streaming?
What I do when I'm not streaming.
Yeah,
Okay.
like something fun that you do in your off time, basically.
I tend to sleep quite a lot, actually.
It's a mood. Sleeping is fun.
I tend to sleep quite a lot because I have a medical condition where I need to rest, and streaming is like it really sucks all the energy out of me. So okay, I don't really sleep that much, but like sometimes I take care of my responsibilities at home, and I usually I work. I also stay with my family. I have a big family that I like to spend my time with. I also have pets. I like to take care of my pets. I recently got a baby kitten.
Is that the third one? Or is that a fourth one?
Yeah. No, it's the third one.
Okay.
But I had to give it away because I didn't give it I don't know. So my nephew is unfortunately they're like autistic. And his mother asked me if it's okay if I left the baby kitten his care because she thinks a support animal would help him.
Oh yeah.
Emotionally grow better, or like focus on supporting like pets
Yeah.
and giving them care, and he's gonna learn responsibility. So it was a hard thing to do because I got attached to the kitten. But I think it's better to do it because he's gonna get more care and attention with a child, in my opinion.
Or at least you hope.
Like with proper supervision, because he still has like few siblings of his own, so they're also excited to get the cat. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, I decided to just give it away for now and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then let me ask, what's your biggest weakness in VTubing or in content creation in general? Something that you struggle with?
I think streaming.
Just streaming in general.
Yeah, it's like very tiring. I don't know how people sit there almost every day for like 3 to 4 hours, just sit there and do something every single day or every other day. It's like very, very tiring. Yeah, sure, you're sitting there, you're doing something, but like having to sit there and mentally get drained trying to be entertaining, it's like so fucking hard, right? I mean,
yeah, it's a thing that a lot of people. No. It's definitely a thing. No, because see, it's the thing that a lot of people who, I'm gonna just use VTubers as an example. But it's like a lot of new VTubers just come in. They're like, okay, yeah, I want to get a model and I want to start streaming, but then they don't realize that streaming is taxing. You've got so many things to worry about once you actually start. Like, it's not as simple as just hitting the go live button and then just playing games. You've got to make sure that the game runs fine, that the stream is running fine. You've got to monitor chat. If there's a bot raid or something, you need to take care of that. You always got to be prepared for it. You've got to try and get your chat to show up properly or something. If you're running other extensions and shit, you've got to make sure that works properly. It's a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, it is, exactly.
And it's tiring. It is. It definitely is.
And like sometimes you just go back. Okay, so if streaming is very important to you as a VTuber because you plan on going full time at one point as a content creator, numbers matter a lot to you, and it can be very draining. It's like, what can I do better? What can I do better? What am I missing?
Definitely.
And then just look back, do studying, research, look at other VTubers, look at other content creators, and it just gets to you. Like, it's like you're working on a project and the project is somehow failing, it's not meeting expectations, so then you go back and revise.
Yeah.
And I understand their pain, because at one point I started feeling this way when I thought, okay, I just got my model, she's cute, I'm thinking maybe if I like invest a bit more I can go full time. But then I realized, like, I have to do a lot to make it work. It's not easy. And you know how some people say, yeah, if you're lucky, you can strike, and then somehow you're popular, and like, you get massive viewership, massive interaction, massive everything. It's like, yeah, sure, but your character needs to support it. You need to have a personality that is appealing to like a major part, like of,
so that you can actually get people to watch you.
Yeah, and I've noticed that these people are usually the people that either have they react really well to content. You know the React Andes that we were talking about?
Yeah.
They are the same people who would do great with being React Andes are the ones that are popping off. I don't know what the relevance is here, but maybe because they laugh and commentate and just go overboard with the reaction that makes people like enjoy watching them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There's two things that like play a big part in whether you will be popular when it comes to your personality. Either you've got to be really good at whatever the fuck you're doing, or you've got to be funny.
Yeah, but like, who finds you funny is very like specific.
Yes,
because
humor is subjective.
Okay, so like, if I see these VTubers and they're doing stuff, I just honestly, I don't find it funny, but a lot of people like do. I don't get their sense of humor. I cannot even replicate it because I don't get it. I don't find it funny.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do. So it's like, oh shit, I guess I missed my chance of popping off because I don't get it. I'm not that, you know. Like I don't find it funny. Like it's not something I find appealing. It's not something I want to be.
Yeah.
And to me, like being as real as possible in a sense where just being myself is very important. I wouldn't do it for fame. That's just not me personally. I'm very like I'm gonna do me because eventually if I fake it, people will find out anyway. And at the same time, it's just gonna be boring
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, and I mean, if
So
you're not having fun, your viewers will notice it, and they'll be like, "Yeah, no, this
yeah,
person ain't enjoying what they're doing. Why should I?"
and yeah, and no, it's like I'm happy for people who can manage and do it, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah.
So I realized, oh shit, like if that's what you need to be popular or take off, then it's probably content creation might not work for me as fast as I thought it would. So it's better to take it slow,
Yeah.
see where it goes from there, right? And it was the right choice for me. Like I did not go full in. I did not. I'm not depending on streaming as my current for my livelihood right
Yeah.
now. And yeah, maybe later on, but not now.
Would you consider going full time in the future when you have the numbers to support it, or would you still just keep it as a hobby?
I would still keep it as a hobby. I mean, it's how do I put this? I don't think my family would feel comfortable with me doing this as a full time.
They wouldn't.
They
Okay.
wouldn't. Unless like I'm completely disabled in a sense where I can't actually be productive in real life. Because it's, let's just say my parents are the type that want to see their children succeed by having accomplishments. And when I say accomplishments, I mean actual real life accomplishments where it changes lives kind of thing. So, and my siblings are very, very competitive. They're very, very good at what they do. And they've done massive good things for their communities. And for me to just sit here and be an anime girl, even if I'm successful, entertaining people,
they're not going to be happy with it.
They're not going to be happy because you know how older people are. Okay, you're there making people laugh. Like, how is it changing their life for the better other than just sitting in front of their computer laughing and not doing something with their life? Like, I don't know, maybe because they're laughing. If someone is like, I'm bringing happiness, I'm inspiring someone, maybe it'll change their life for the better. They don't get that kind of thing. It's not something that's real to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
sitting there playing it, it's not something that they would support.
Yeah.
Right. And at this point, I don't think they'd even like, even if they don't support me, they're not gonna try and stop me. But at the same time, in a sense, I agree with how they feel. Like, if I had that option to spend whatever the rest of my life, if I got to serve, for example, a human rights organization, would I do that more so than actually being a VTuber? Yeah, I would, 100%. For me, it's a no-brainer that I would do it, right? Because I've done that before. But like, if I'm being selfish and for my own enjoyment, I would pick VTubing. But if it's because I know I will impact a shit ton of other lives, like in real time, I would do it. If I could save lives in real time, I would do it.
Okay.
Which I think it's admirable. I mean, I know Iron Mouse, for example, is literally, I think she's sick and she cannot do much with her life.
Yeah, no, she's got a what's it, immunodeficiency?
Yeah, I actually have the
Something like
opposite
that.
of her. I actually have a very aggressive immune system. and she wants to impact the world, but it's from inside her room. So she,
Yeah.
I think, tries to educate people about her disease and what they can do to help people like her, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah. The biggest
it
thing
might
that
be-
I've
it might
heard,
be-
donate plasma.
Yeah, and that could change lives, and that's great. She's actually still making a difference. But for example, for me, I know I can do more with my life because I can. I'm not trapped in my room, right? And it becomes like a social pressure in a sense where if you can do more, why aren't you not doing more? Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
it makes me feel.
Not to
it makes
mention
me, like,
society thinking like, oh yeah, you stay in your room whole day. Well, and that's your
exactly.
job. I don't believe
Yeah,
you.
like even I've heard a lot of people say, yeah, when someone asks me about my job and I tell them I'm a content creator on Twitch, they're like, what? Like they're judgy or
Yeah.
condescending and I feel sad about that because so many people, it's a real thing, like now
It
at this
is.
age, and so many older people don't get it, right?
Yeah. Carl, even some people of like our generations, they didn't get it either. They
Yeah.
but that's because they were raised by people who don't get it. So it's like, cycle continues.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, like, I understand, and I understand what is expected of me in this world, as sad as it might be. And if I ever do get sick and I'm unable because I'm on the verge of, I've been in hospitals in and out for the past 3 months, and it's very annoying. And if like it's confirmed that it might be like a disabling disease, I might have to end up something like similar to Iron Mouse. I hope not. But if it is, then I might end up resorting to VTubing as a source. But even then, I'm still gonna open my own business online. I'm still gonna try and find a way to be productive and like do whatever I can to make the world a better place. That's
Okay.
Also, hi Tat, hey Cat. I don't know if they're still here. I feel like they left. Hey Night.
They might still be here, just lurking.
Yeah.
By the way, if any of y'all have any questions that you want to ask Uni, I should have mentioned this earlier. There is a little blue box at the top of the chat where you can click it, and then there's a text box that'll appear. Ask your questions there. That way, we've got it all neatly organized there in one little thing. Okay, with that, the next question that I have for you is, what keeps you going, keeps you motivated for making content? What keeps you from fighting burnout? I'm gonna assume this will be an easier question, but
I just
I'll
don't
let you go ahead.
stream. I just don't do the things that cause me burnout.
Yeah, you take breaks when
Well,
when needed.
Yeah, I easily take breaks when I need to. I don't give a shit. Like I'm not gonna pressure myself to stream when like I'm not feeling it just because I need to like please my viewers. That's not how it works in my brain. I would do it if I promised a certain stream to my viewers though. Like for example, I did the Smash and Pass a few days ago. I was really tired and I really didn't want to stream. And I did feel a burnout because I've been streaming every day during that period. But I was like, no, fuck it. I promised. I give a date. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I did it anyway. But like most of the time, I don't commit. I don't even have a schedule. I guess it's because it's not my job. Does that make sense? Like streaming is not my job. Like burnout is not something I actually have to deal with.
When it's a hobby.
From real life. Yeah, but from real life, I do get burnout a lot from my job. I do get burnout a lot from, real life drama things. So I try to resort to other means to relieve myself. But if the answer to that is what you seek, it's probably art. I love commissioning art pieces. They bring me peace of mind.
Okay. So when you get that little email notification of like a skeb coming through, ordered delivered, you're like, ooh.
Dopamine.
Your day just instantly gets better by like 10 times.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
then
my scam has arrived.
And then I opened the email, and it's like one of the worst pieces I've ever seen. And I'm just like still happy because there's still art.
It's still art. You still got it. You're still happy.
Yeah. I'm still happy. I don't care.
How
It's
often?
pretty, I love it. It's
How
my
often
baby.
do you use Skib?
A lot.
Or what's the other one? The one run by Pixiv. It's Skib or I forgot the other name.
I only commissioned Scab.
God.
I've commissioned one on Pixel, but that's like one piece, and it's been horrible. Because like Pixiv has a lot of AI art. It's like it's not.
Okay.
It's not, you can't trust it. Skib is like against AI itself.
Yeah. Then what do you think about a new company that's recently been going pretty fast called VGen?
Oh, that one. It has like Twitter artists, does it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already commissioned them on Twitter. Why do I need to go to the website to commission them if Twitter is accessible?
That's fair.
Like, I don't know if they take a fee. I don't think they can afford to take a fee because
They take the smallest of fees just to cover
Really?
admin. Yeah, it's like a super small fee. It's like 1% or something.
yeah, but then wouldn't it be better if I just commissioned the artist directly so no fees are there?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
it's
fair.
nice to have as a directory for artists in case you don't want to go through Twitter and like search it down, hunt them down. It's going to be more tedious. So it's nice to have a website that has it all. But for me, I don't really, because I have like a list of artists that I would commission when I find.
I've got a list like that too. Is it the Twitter list that you've got, which is private and it's just like artists I want to come?
No, I actually have them like in a private Discord that's only accessible to me. I just like I put their names there, and if I ever want to commission them, and if I have the money or the time or like anything, I do.
Yeah.
I like
You go
commission
through
them
there and you're like, who's open right now?
Yeah. And like I sometimes, if there's someone that I instantly like, I tell them, hey, can I be on your wait list? Because I know like some of the best artists just have a very long wait list.
Oh yeah.
And by the time I get there on the wait list, I already have some money saved up, so I can just commission them.
Okay. Then let me ask you, with one of our next questions, what has been the biggest hurdle you've had to overcome since you've started?
I think getting a model was the biggest hurdle, unironically, because the amount of shit I had to go through to get this model done was insane.
I don't think
like,
it would be it would be a unexpected hurdle to have.
Yeah, because okay, listen, you're new to VTubing. Okay, at least you've not new to VTubing. You've been on doing VTubing for a year. Okay.
Yeah.
And you see all these cute VTubers, and you're like, yeah, I want to like get a really high quality VTubing model because that's what I like. And then you go on Twitter, like you go on Twitter and you browse, because clearly Twitter has the best everything, right? It's like the #1 platform for VTubing. And you go there, and almost every fucking model artist is either closed or they're busy until the next 2 years. I'm not kidding you. Some of them literally say I'm closed until 2024.
Jeez.
Or they take only commissions from people who rank very high in terms of like numbers.
Yeah. Like a lot of
like
a lot of the
corporate.
bigger artists that have like larger
Exactly.
followings, they'll be like, I don't do indie anymore.
Priority.
I just do just do corporate.
Or like very, very like popular ones.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like I'll make an exception for those, but otherwise it's just corporate. Don't even bother messaging me. If you're an indie, I don't care if you can afford me. I'm not going for you.
And that's fine if that's what people are into. It's just it's not something like it's something that's easy to deal with if you want to find a high quality artist. And At the time, like even like moderately good ones were full. Like if you check VTubing a year ago, no joke, it was very like the demand is insanely high and there's no supply.
Yep.
Like there aren't many artists that actually can do good quality models.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with a
And-
couple not so good quality. And then I'm like,
Yeah, and
each time I'm like, I cry. The splitting makes my life hard, like makes my life difficult.
and like I'm looking for a super good quality. And at the time I remember I messaged like 10 artists. I emailed them, I sent them DMs, I did what I had to do. And they either send me a response that they're full, their waitlist is closed,
Yeah.
they're not interested, etc.
Yeah.
So I at the time also I was working on my design. So my papa, the designer I told you about, that added some stuff, and that I asked him if he could do it. He said yeah, and then he said yeah, let's start on this month, which was like, so I think we did that on May, and then he's like yeah, let's do it in August. So I was like okay, I'll wait until August to start my model, and I was so excited because I really needed a new model. I wasn't comfortable with mine.
Yeah.
And during that time, I remember I saw Kamal. I think one of her models that she worked on, I saw it on my timeline, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ask just in case if she's open.
Yeah.
So then I checked her her website. I think it was like a Wix website or something, and it said she's closed, and she's only commercially open. So I guess she meant like cooperative VTubers. And I was like, oh shit, here we go again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And then I said, you know what? I'll just send her an email. Might as well. I've been
I
rejected
just
like
send it
15
through
times.
anyways. I can just go for it.
So then I send her an email, and then she responds with, can I see your model design? Like your character design. And I sent it to her, the one that I've been working on for like a billion years.
Yeah.
And then she looks at it and she's like, oh my god, she's very cute. I would love to draw her. And I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, okay, that sounds great. And then like she doesn't respond for like a million years. And then I'm like, okay, I guess, well, that's not gonna work. Right? Because I was also hesitant at the time, so I did not pressure her. And then I go back, it's August. And then my papa is like, we can't do this. We need to wait until December. And I'm like, I can't like wait for this long again.
Yeah.
Because he's so busy. And I told him that I'm just gonna find another artist because this isn't working out. I love your art. I love everything you do, but I can't wait this long. I know you're busy, but I can't wait, and I'm sorry. So then I go back to Kamal and I'm like, are you still alive? Are we doing this? And she's like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I completely forgot. I'm like, well, are we doing this? And then she said, yeah, like it's going to be 9,000. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, this is my standard price. It's 9,000, like around $8,000 to $9,000.
What?
Like after what I told her what I wanted. I'm not kidding. It's really, that's what she told me. It's the price of a super PC. I'm not kidding. My super PC is even cheaper than that. Okay. And then I told and then I told her, are you like sure about this? Like, just add me like just add me on Discord. And then she's like, yeah, if you can pay for it, we can start, but you need to pay me full upfront and things like that. I guess just because she got like bad customers in the past.
Yeah.
And I sat on this for a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was so frustrated because first, there was almost no one I could commission that I liked the quality of their art except her. And no one on Twitter was available. Like, I'm not joking. A lot of them were closed, busy, had someone. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I've already been saving so much. Might as well spend it.
Might as well.
And then I was like, yeah, let's do it. And she's like, okay, let's go. And then I paid her upfront. It took me like a week to pay her, but I did. And then she started on it, and she was like showing me progress and stuff. She was very professional. It was amazing. And she finished it in like less than 2 months, which is crazy.
That is
like,
fast.
A model, yeah, like this high quality. And then she also like I had to pay her for the redesign because I wanted a dark model, and then she did it, and I was like, okay, it's time to find the rigger. I already had like a rigger from my previous model, but she wasn't experienced. She had like she doesn't have like a lot of profiles, and she was a very small rigger. At the time she only had like 200 followers, and I was giving her a piece, like a PSD file that's worth $8,000 to $9,000. Can you imagine? And then I'm like, okay, so how much is this for? And then she's like, yeah, like she gave me a number, and I was like, oh god, like okay. And then we managed to work things out, and then I gave her everything, like all the files, and I paid her upfront and everything, and we got it done. And I'm like at all, because when I first like tried to tease this like model, it didn't get that much traction. And I was in love with this model really a lot, but I felt like people wouldn't like it. And my mama at the time was so busy, she like couldn't quite help me promote it. But also it felt like I'm not sure if she wanted to. I don't know, it was a weird situation. But but she's mega supportive, and I love her for it. Like, she's very, very supportive. Kamo's probably one of the most loving mamas you'll ever get. As expensive as her rates go, she's 100% worth it. So I don't regret ever getting this model. And but yeah, like I started teasing, I started working on my videos, my teases, I network a bit more, etc., and it picked off eventually, but it was after a lot of fucking work. Like, I posted teasers of this model, they did not pick off. Like, it took for a while to pick off, and then it started picking off after I started teasing the rigging, and I worked really hard with my, like, after I started like working with my rigging mama, and like I worked really hard on my like expressions, as you can see.
I love it.
And it took me a while like to get this form, because like I was looking up for references. I even like got a chart for ear rigging. I wrote like paragraphs on how I wanted to get done. I gave so much feedback back and forth every time we tested. Like, it was so much work with the rigging. And I think my rigging mama just got burnt out. She's like, I don't want to see your model for a while because I have to rig it for so long.
I can't
and I was
relate.
like, no, relax.
That's
How that's how I told them like if it's okay to like get smooth shading to help, or like, you know, my third Garo also. But like, she was getting so burned out, and at the same time I never wanted to blame her for it, because I had so many requests. I was making so many requests on things I wanted, and feedback, and she's tired. She's a student. She has so much work to do in her life, and I was just like bombarding her with requests. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. Give me the source file. I'll rotate it around, and then I'll give it back to you. And she's like, okay. So that's what I did, and it worked out pretty well because I got everything I wanted. And of course, my Kamo was so happy after seeing the rig. She was so proud, and she tells me that like when I DM her, she says she's so proud of me and my content and things like that. So I'm happy. Yeah.
I love
I hope that answers the question.
It does somewhere. I don't know. It was a lovely tangent to go on though. But okay, you know, well, I'll ask you then, what are your goals with VTubing and/or content creation? If there are any.
I just want to share my gaming experience with others, and I hope that I can be a place for people to come and chill, because I enjoy my content. So my goal is like to make enjoyable content, comfy content that people just want to hang around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have like super goals. Like, I don't want to aim for. Okay, say if I was aiming in numbers, I would love to get by the end of this year around, say 7,000, 8,000 followers on Twitch.
How far are you away from that?
Right now, like I think I'm like 3.5 or something on Twitch.
Okay.
So like around 7,000 to 8,000 by the end of the year, and then double that the next year. I think that's good enough for me. Like, I don't expect myself to explode or be like a mega popular streamer. I don't ever think that will ever happen. And it's not I'm trying to put myself down because I feel like I don't have it. It's more like I don't think I'm the type of person that could attract a large crowd or keep it. And that's because of how I am as a person. I'm not the type that could suppress their emotions. I'm very emotional, very impulsive. I speak what's on my mind, and a lot of people don't appreciate that. Like, a lot of people like someone who's always positive vibes on the stream, who's always, you know, funny, who's always uplifting, who's always like up with their memes, things like that. It's just that's not me. So yeah. I know how limiting like my personality can be from that aspect. But that's how I was raised, and that's how it works for me in real life. Like in my real life job, my personality fits it perfectly.
Yeah.
And I make it work really well in high positions. But like, I cannot do it for streaming or entertainment. It just doesn't fit. And I'm okay with that because I see the benefits as well as I see the, like the counterpoints as well. So that's fine with me.
The pros and the cons.
So that's basically how I feel about it.
Okay.
So I don't put high goals.
Yeah.
Like, goals to me don't matter that much. I just want to exist.
Just want to exist and have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For me, that's enough.
Yeah. We're quickly going to take a break. I quickly need to restart the connection to the stream because YouTube's telling me that we're having some issues, and chat's telling me that we are having audio issues. I don't know how long it's been going on for, but I do see that my CPU is at 16%, which it's not supposed to be at. So better quality now. I'm getting constant notifications of too many NVENC alpha running at the time, which I don't know what that means. What's this? NVIDIA game GeForce Game Ready driver. Maybe it's that. Maybe I should update my drivers. I'll do it before next stream. Because we've been having issues for the last couple of FNV episodes. And the worst thing is, it's just for the FNV episodes. My normal streams during the week, they've been fine. I've not been dropping bitrate. I've not been losing audio quality or anything like that. It's just the show. And I hate it. I don't know why. It's the stupidest shit ever. But okay, my CPU usage is at least back down to below 5%, where it should be, instead of at 16%, which is way too fucking high. But yeah, we are back. So, let me ask you the last question that I have, and then we've got a couple Q&A questions. So once again, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask Yuni, go to the top. There's a little blue box where if you click it, there's a text box that'll appear. Ask your questions there, and we shall answer it in a bit. But first, the last question that I have for you, Yuni, is what's the happiest moment or the greatest achievement you've had since you've started VTubing?
Oh man, what if I don't have any? I don't think I've had any achievements in VTubing.
Oh, that's why we say the happiest moment.
Okay. Listen. Getting 3,000 on Twitch was amazing. I never thought I'd get 3,000 on Twitch.
You did.
Specifically when I'm, not. I don't find myself that entertaining. I feel like I'm like normal, average. Like when I got 2,000 on Twitch, it made me very happy. Yep. Okay. Also, when I got, I think about 50,000 followers on Twitter, it also made me happy.
15, yeah.
I think those are pretty decent achievements in terms of numbers.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest achievement that made me mega happy is getting this model, because I worked so hard to get it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I could definitely see that. Well, okay. With that, we've reached the end of our main questions, and we've got a couple Q&A questions. So, that one that I told you about earlier, it's from my mod that's in chat right now, preferably just Simon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Simon.
So, the question is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
None.
None?
None.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. Do you want to hear the correct answer?
Sure.
A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Yeah, fuck that. I can't say that.
Do you have any other tongue twisters that you can do? Or difficult names or something?
No, I actually have my tongue is I don't know. It's like I sometimes pronounce things weird because of my tongue, so no, it's like difficult.
Okay.
The answer is no. See, I told you I'm not an entertainer. I'm not that funny.
I mean, hey, I find it funny trying to get people to see if they know the answer, possibly get them to say it too.
None is my answer.
Otherwise, one of my favorite things is to have people try and say one specific name of either one character or a town.
Okay, like what?
So the name is Jugumu Jugumu go Konushiri Kaji Sugo no Sogyo Matsu Ura Matsu Fura Matsu Kuneta Tokoro ni Sumu Tokoro Yabra Koji Nobra Koji Pipe 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 no shooting and shooting and
Are you making this up as you go?
Popkanano Choki no Chosuke. I am not. That is the full name of a character in
Where?
in Full Metal Alchemist.
What? I've watched
Not
that.
joking.
I've never heard of that character.
You haven't?
No.
It's there. It's in the show. I can find you the clip right now. I'll find you the clip. I just have to type Jugumu Jugumu and you'll find it.
Okay, but why did you memorize all of it?
I was bored one day. That is enough of an answer. That's it. I was bored one day, so...
Okay, we need to find good things for you to do when you're bored. So you're productive.
See, the thing is, I was bored on the toilet. I was just sat on the shitter and I was like, you know what? I saw that clip. I want to say that name. I want to be able to say it out of my head, just by heart. That's the difference.
Okay, wait. Let me try and pronounce it because it's written. Jugumu Jugumu Goko no Surikere Kaizu Suigyo no Matsu Onrai Matsu Furai Matsu Ku Neru. Where's the rest? Kuneru Tokoro ni Sumu Tokoro Yaba. What? Is that a name? Because that feels like it's like something. It means something in Japanese.
It does. It's a whole sentence.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
Let me quickly find it. It's got a whole ass meaning. What does Jugemu?
I can use Google Translate.
No, Google Translate's not the right place to go for it.
Oh.
Okay, so via Wikipedia, based off of the one folklore where it's from, it means Jugemu means limitless life. Goko no Shirikere means 5 core of rubbing off the rock.
What?
That just means
What?
What's it? Blesses the priest blesses the child to live at least 20 billion years. So that's what Goko no Shirikere, blessed to live 20 billion years. Kai Jarisugyo is gravel in the sea and fish in the water, which is, it represents the child's luck and fortune. Sugyo Matsu, where water eventually goes. Child is blessed with boundless well-being wherever he goes. Unrai Matsu, where clouds originally come. Because clouds come from anywhere, this is similar to the above, so that's similar to the water, well-being wherever he goes. Uraimatsu, where wind, same as the other one. Kunare Tokoro is places to eat and sleep, fortune to have both food and shelter at any time. Sumu Tokoro is places to live, same as the above. Yabara Koji, Nobara Koji is
What the fuck, man?
mulberry bushes in the Yabara Trail. And we've got 3 more parts to go, yes. And it is considered to be, what is that? Imbued with energy year-round, basically. Paipo shooting on the good in the Pomkopi and Pomkana. All of those are different kingdoms. So basically like longevity and prosperity and all of that. Chokyume, long and lasting life. Chosuke, blessed for a long time.
Enough already! I don't want to know about it anymore.
Hey, you asked.
I don't want to anymore.
Yes. No, I shall not give you the other town's name because that one I still cannot say properly, and
God.
don't know the explanation either. But okay, the last question that we currently have from Black Tiger is, if money wasn't a problem or a question, what would you do? Anything is, or there are no limits.
What do you mean? In what sense?
Like, what would you do if you had infinite wealth to do anything? What would you?
I feel like I already got my dream model. I don't know what else to do. Like, I would spend more money on scabs.
Raise the entire Japanese economy just through scab. I'm just
I would get more
pouring
scabs.
limitless funds into
listen.
scab.
You know what I would do? I would get a commission with every single one of my friends.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like a one-on-one with everyone, and then a
yeah. I would get commission with every one of them and make them happy. I would do it, and I would commission the Twitter artist, the one that I really needed.
The one that the one that's okay.
I really need it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many rising artists, and there are artists in need. Because you know how it is on Twitter. A lot of people like are crying over the prices, and the artists can't feed themselves. So I'll probably like do that.
Alright. Then we just got another question.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna read who it's from. The question is, who's your best bestie?
What? Who's my best? What?
Yeah, who's your best bestie?
Oh, who's my best? Oh, it might be. Well, it's definitely not Cat.
I don't know the names.
It's basically Azarite, the one in chat.
It's not them.
Because if it was them, then they'd play Phasma with me.
Do they not want to play Phasma with you?
No.
Why
They
is
decided
that?
to hang around with their other friend. And if they were my bestie, they would hang with me instead.
It sounds like you need a new bestie.
Yes, I do.
So who is your best bestie then, if it's not Cat?
I don't know. I have a lot of besties.
Yeah, but we're asking for the best. Someone wants to be the very best that no one ever was.
I'm not gonna answer this trick question.
Do you want to know who asked the question?
Oh,
That's right.
I
It was
know.
Kat. And then we got one last. Actually, no, wait. We do have another question from Nye, who asked, "Where's that question? What's your favorite genre of game?"
RPG, definitely.
RPGs. What's your favorite?
RPGs are my favorite.
Okay. What's your favorite game?
Tales of series are my favorite.
All of them.
Most of them. I haven't played all of them. Some of them I skipped because they had pretty bad reviews.
I got Tales of Berseria as a birthday gift from a friend.
Oh,
but I've
it's a
not,
good one. It's
I've
a good
not
one.
played it yet.
You should play it. It's really good.
Is it good
The
for
story is a
stream? Is it
bit
good stream
sus.
content?
Yes.
Yes.
The lore is really nice. It's just that it's I don't want to spoil, but there's some weird stuff going on in there.
Do I have to have played any of the other Tales of games
No.
before that
No,
one?
no. Tales never connect.
Oh, okay.
Unless they're like in the same world and then they merge stories. So like there's one of the Tales that had the characters, the heroes from another Tales in their world.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it makes a match, but like you don't have to know the lore from the previous ones to play the current ones.
Okay, that's good. Okay, then I'll attempt it at some point in the
So
future.
I do recommend, if you're a lore streamer, you should probably try Genshin. It's very good.
I've done Genshin before.
The story got so much better, I swear. It's so
Just can't
good.
get back into it.
Why? Is it because of the gacha?
Yes. Well, first off, I'm a free to play. I don't
I mean,
participate
you
in the
don't need to
gacha.
spend to see the lore.
And even then, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much that has changed since I last played it. I last played it before, what's it, Dragonspine? That giant mountain. You can get cold. That's before that came in, that's the last time I played it.
Oh, yeah, that thing made me quit too. Listen, it's like the story now, the main story, it doesn't involve all this shit. And like, you get to go to new 2 areas, and the story is amazing. Like, Inazuma and Sumeru lore is perfect. Especially Sumeru, it'll make you cry. It's so good.
But see, the thing is, I don't want to go that much into the lore. I want to go through the story that's being told currently. Is that
Yeah.
what you mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's the same. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So like if you go into the story, like how so basically isn't the main story is about the traveler and his twin sister,
Yes.
and they got separated by someone, by a god that intercepted them, and then basically I don't know if it showed any cutscene, but basically there are a lot of stories and quests now that tell you like more about the sister, what she's doing and why she's doing it that way, and etc., etc. And
Okay.
that the traveler is going through every nation to meet every god of the 7 to see which of the god did that to them,
Yeah.
separated them. And it's like they're hinting more and more that the god is somewhere from another realm rather than from this realm. And it's like
Ooh.
you're making allies with the current archons and stuff like that. You're either like battling them, saving them, making friends with them, etc. And it's like very, very cool because every archon has a very unique story and it's very dramatic. It's very nice.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I think
I'm
the only
guessing you
archon. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you finish Liyue, main story?
I don't think so. No.
The guy, the stone archon. What's it called?
No.
The Geo archon.
No, I didn't.
And this was like the most boring one, but like after you get past it, it's like you get to Inazuma, and it gets much interesting, much more fun. The action scenes, the sequence, etc. Oh, here's my drink.
Oh. I think
I guess we have to wrap up.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon. We don't have that many more questions. I think I stopped playing before Liyue got its proper story, actually. But like I started playing early on, like way back in 2020 is when I was playing it, and then I've not touched it since.
Yeah.
I've touched it a tiny bit when I saw that there was a free character. I just installed it again, claimed it, and fucking uninstalled it again.
I think I stuck around because of the Inazuma story, and I got surprised that Sumeru was even better.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, maybe I'll give it another shot. I don't know. I'm not really much of a Genshin player.
Yep,
Who's
yep,
best
yep.
girl or best boy? In
Best
your
girl
opinion?
for me is Klee.
Klee,
'cause
okay.
I love her so much. She's my main.
I
Best
saw that.
boy is Child.
Alright.
I like Child.
I agree with that one, with that pick. He's definitely best boy.
Yep.
And then
He's
best girl for me though. I don't know.
Can you give me one
it's-
sec? I need to answer the...
Okay, no problem. Before we wrap up then, because we will be wrapping up soon, make sure once again you guys go check out my lovely guest, Yuni, over on her Twitter and Twitch. Her stuff are in the description. The bot has been neglecting its job and it's not in chat, but it is in the description. And yeah, it'll be in the show notes too, eventually, when I catch up. But yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I need to...
Okay. Yeah, well then that's gonna be it for today's episode. So, Yuni, thanks again for coming on. You've been an amazing guest.
It was a pleasure being here. I had so much fun answering questions.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
feel
you,
so
Simon.
comfy about it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So with that, thanks everyone for stopping by. I will see you all next week with another episode of FNV. But until then, I have been your host, Zara. And yeah. Ciao for now.
Bye.
Sun goes down, our spirits free. Nothing left but our energy. Take my hand, we can go and see a world unknown. Come explore with me.